guys, Lemmy here, and I'm back with the final finished pieces to the collaboration that I've done with Zyra Banez here on YouTube. This is the Cinderella's stepsister, sort of evilish collaboration. Evilish as in they're just the creepy, almost like Brothers Grimm sort of version that isn't the happy Disney version. Well, I guess it's kind of more like taking the Disney version and warping it into what the story actually was more like before Disney got a hold of it. So this week I am coloring Zyra's line art of Drizella. Drizella is the stepsister with the darker hair and the green dress. Now, thanks to all you guys who let me know what the cat's name is. Lucifer is here as well on the bottom right. And if you want a in-depth kind of explanation for this picture, I really suggest that you check out Zyra's line art, because she discusses a little bit in her video her thought process behind the line art and her art, what she drew and why she drew it. And I think that it was really kind of a cool idea, and hearing her explain it kind of like, it made me open my eyes like, oh, that's what it was, because when I looked at it I had a totally different take on the line art, but when she explained her thoughts behind it I was like, oh gosh, that makes so much sense too. So that was really kind of cool. So yes, I am coloring the line art, and this is also a print from my printer, which is really something awful. Now, I will say again, the line quality is so much nicer on the computer. You can really see all the lines are very smooth and really pretty. And then when you print it out with the printer, it really kind of just, I don't know, it's like the printer doesn't care. It just will destroy whatever and doesn't mind. It kind of likes it, I guess. So I did my best with what I had, and yeah, I really like how it came out though. So when you see the final picture at the end, I am really happy with it. Like, I really wanted to do a really nice job on the coloring so that Zyra would be very happy with what happened to her lines, because I think the worst thing would be taking someone's lines and then not doing them justice by doing a nice coloring job. I would feel really awful, you know, if I went to you and I was like, hey, let's do a collaboration, and then I just murder your lines. I would feel terrible. So I really put a lot of effort into it, and I really love how it turned out. Now, with the finished picture of Anastasia, which I drew on Monday, Zyra colored it, and I think that the finished Drizella and the finished Anastasia are really interesting how they go together, because they both are very bright, but they're mostly like, one is really warm colors and one is really cool colors, so they look really cool and contrasty next to each other, which I thought was really awesome, and I had no idea what her coloring scheme was going to be. Like, I assumed it would kind of mimic the Disney's color of the dress and the hair, but other than that, I had really no idea how Zyra was gonna color anything, or what shades or hues or whatever those art terms are of the pinks that she would use would be. So I really love how they both turned out together. They really complement each other nicely. It was really cool. So a little bit about the coloring here was that I wanted to stay true to the Disney outfits, but there were lots of conflicting outfits online with the movie, and then like even Disney actresses at the parks were wearing outfits that weren't the same as the movie, which was, I don't know, it was kind of weird. So I kind of veered off a little bit and did my own thing, and was kind of like, people will know who it is based on the colors. It looks similar enough. But I also added the rose pattern to the dress on the bottom of the green, because I wanted that to follow through and kind of mimic my Anastasia that also had the rose pattern on her dress, because I don't want it to be like too similar to Disney or anything like that. I wanted it to be like Disney-esque but different. So that's kind of why I added that pattern. Also, I added tons of blood for the foot. I got a little happy with that, but then I added like a stain to the bottom of the dress because I thought that would kind of help sell what was going on in the picture. Anything else I should mention? I put a lot of heavy makeup on Drizella because the way I took it was that she looks like a doll, so you know how you say like Barbies are very like fake pretty and they're like plastic, and it's kind of like an insult to say someone is like a plastic because they it's kind of like Mean Girls or whatever. There's the plastics or whatever, and all they did was like their makeup and stuff. But I wanted to really give her like that doll look, like she's so vain that she has to cut off her foot and make it look right, and like she puts all this makeup on and like she has to look perfect or whatever, but it just looks creepy. So that's kind of what I was going for. And as for the background, I really wanted to add some dimension to the background because in my picture I added curtains, so there was kind of a background with the curtains and the chair she was sitting on and the ripped up dress. So I thought like I'll add a little bit more of a background to this picture so that they go together, and it makes more sense when you look at them together. So I kind of went for the forest in the background where Cinderella kind of like runs off into the forest and they're chasing her and blah 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 blah. So I put a lot of blue tones into the background. And I was a little bit nervous at first because like I didn't draw it out because I'm not gonna draw on the line art. I didn't want it to look bad with like graphite on it or anything. I wanted it to be like purely Zyra's line art. So I kind of drew it out with the Copics and ended up coloring it. So that was a little bit nerve-wracking, especially when I was doing the steps and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But I really love how it came out and I'm very happy with it. And I hope that Zyra really likes it as well. And I hope that you guys like it. So yeah, if you want to check out Zyra's channel, because she will be coloring the drawing that I did on Monday, I will leave annotations to her channel once again, and annotations to the coloring video of hers. She did a really great job. Like I said, I love the colors she put into it, and they look really, really nice together. Like, I was super excited. I just get so giddy. I'm like, I love collaborations. They always look so good. Thank you so much for doing this with me, Zyra. I had so much fun, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit something different. And next week, I will have one more collaboration, but that one's kind of like a mini one. And on Monday, I'll have some other sort of video. I'm not really sure what's going up on Monday. So I'll talk to you guys really soon. Have a great weekend. And don't forget to check out Zyra, because she's really nice. Like, she's really nice. She's really cool. You guys will like her, I promise. Okay, so talk to you really soon. Bye, guys.